All right, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Based on where you're dialing in from, this is T.Gray welcoming you to Team Elite TV number 20.
20.
That's right. Folks. This is our 20th episode of Team Elite TV, and I'm just so excited. I remember when we first started trying to do this, how terrible it was, and it just keeps getting better and better every single week. And we just want to congratulate each and every one of you team members watching either live or watching the recording. We want to congratulate you guys for hanging in there with us as we just continue to grow and improve. So I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and let me introduce you to our leaders who are on with me today. We're going to start out in the Valley. We're going to start with our Jade executive, Doris Lopez. Say hi to everybody, Doris.
Hi, I'm so excited to be here.
We're so excited that you are here. That's what I'm talking about. And now we're going to go to Barbados. We've got one of our Hot Pearl executives over there, Jamie Lee St. John. Dr. Jamie Lee St. John. Say hi to everybody.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Team Elite episode 20. It's going to be huge. Send out your text messages. Get your team on. I'm excited.
Yeah, we can tell. Looking good, looking energized. Something about hanging out in the beach in Barbados all day. Kind of do that for you, huh? All right. Well, we're going to keep it Caribbean. We're going to go to Jamaica, where we've got Jade executive Kimberly Davis. Say hi to everybody, Kim.
Hi, everyone. Super excited to be on. I got all dressed. I got all dolled up because this is my Sunday evening date with Team Elite. I'm ready to go.
Wow, look at that. We all get to go on a date with Kim Davis. That's what I'm talking about. Looking good, Kim. All right. Well, let's keep it in Jamaica. Let's go to the other side of the island, to Westmoreland, Jamaica, to our Pearl executive, Nick Malcolm. Say hi to everybody, Nick.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Team Elite episode 20. Good to have you on board. Stay motivated.
Yeah, man. And hey, Nick, this is looking good, man. We like that.
Thanks, man.
Rocking the goatee. Looks good, bro.
Thumbs up, man.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, we're gonna go to the other side of the world, almost to the Philippines, but not quite all the way. We're gonna stop at Guam and say hi to our Pearl executive, Rosette Pacetas, aka Beyonce. What's up, Rosette?
Good morning, good evening, world, whichever part of the world you're calling in, watching from, dial in from. You will have so much nuggets to take in today. So welcome to Team Elite TV episode 20. Thank you, T.Gray.
Way to go. Thank you, Rosette. And I want to welcome everybody. So excited. Let's go ahead and get down to business. We've got some good stuff to cover tonight. As you guys know, our training topic is going to be how to stay motivated and how to never run out of prospects. And we know that that's a big topic for people because people, this is not an easy thing to do. This is one of the hardest things you'll ever do in your life. It's not quick, and people want it to be. But, we're going to talk to you today about how to keep your motivation up. Because if you look at the people who are successful, you hear a lot of stories where people have succeeded after 3 years or 5 years or after being in the industry for 10 years, 15 years, or 20 years. And that means that they've had to, maintain their motivation over that period of time. They couldn't fizzle out in 2 weeks or 3 weeks or whatever. So we're going to talk about how you do that. People always like to ask, what do I do once I've talked to everybody in my warm market? What do I do when I run out of warm market people? So we're going to show you how to never run out of contacts today. So we've got kind of a double episode of training today, and it's going to be good, and we're going to try to keep it moving quick today for you as well. So let's go ahead and jump into the updates and announcements section and recognition section of our Team Elite TV episode. This is my favorite slide in the whole presentation right here. I go through our Facebook page to see who's doing what, and of course we encourage everybody, encourage the team with your activity by taking pictures and posting it in the group. And man, we had a lot going on this week, so just kind of going from left to right. starting in the top row. I want to congratulate Kimberly Davis and the team in Jamaica. They exhibited at an event today. They had some really cool instantly ageless shirts on. Did a great, it had a great impact on the community. Nick Malcolm and the team, Lisa Stevens, etc. You guys with the J Party there in, was that Inland? Was that correct? Inting. Sorry, J Party at Inting. And so great job, you guys. I see you got some good demos going on there. You guys are absolutely the kings and queens of the dark skin demo. Speaking of queens, this is my good buddy Winnie Anderson Brown in Jamaica there, exhibiting outside of a shop there, it looks like, doing demos on the street.
Yeah, Dr. Winnie.
Attention. I love that. I love when people have that raw tenacity that says, hey, I'm going to go out and find people, and that's what I'm talking about there. So congratulations to you, Winnie. All the way to the right there, we've got Pearl executive Lupita Ramirez, as well as Natividad Sosa doing a noon J Party. Love that. Right in the middle of the day. Who says J Parties have got to be in the evening? Who say they have to be on the weekend? That is right there at noon, right in the middle of the day. Way to go. Bottom left, we've got that team under the leadership of Doris Lopez there. We've got our brand new brand new Jade executive there, Fatima Gamez, up in the front presenting, and then you can see her mom in the lower left. She's got her back to us, Fatima Barajas. So that's Mama Fati and Lil Fati, and we love those guys. They are a dynamic duo coming up the ranks. Right in the middle there, we've got Pearl executive Russell Griffith, and for those of you who don't know, that is the other half of the dynamic duo known as Jamie and Russell. So Russell there doing his thing, doing a one-on-one. And then we go all the way to the right. We got Doris Lopez herself, Jade executive, rocking it at Infusion, right?
Yep.
Infusion. And I had the opportunity to go there. Really nice restaurant. And Doris, you guys packed the house, and you guys are doing it. You guys are definitely on a sapphire run. So I just want to encourage everybody, hey, listen, you know, people are out there doing it. You know, you might think to yourself, I don't know if I can do it. But these are people just like you. We've got men, we've got women, we've got older folks, we got younger folks. We got, you know, all different parts of the world rocking it with J parties and getting out there and talking to people. So I want to challenge Team Elite. Let's have so much posted in the group over the next week that we can't even fit it on one page, okay? Because we're going to make sure we keep giving people shout-outs because it's so important to catch people doing the right thing and to make sure we recognize them and encourage everybody to do the same thing. We started something last week, our top recruiters report, and these are for folks who recruited new people and posted it in the group. And we've got Teresa Fatima Moreno in the Texas Valley. Congratulations. We've got, I'm skipping somebody here. I'm going to come back and save her for last. Nick Malcolm, Pearl executive. Again, I love that our leaders keep showing leadership. New Pearl executive, Raquel Marinas Jurado. I mean, last week she was up here with like 5 or 6 people. Nigeria is on this board. I love that our Nigerian team is really starting to plug in. And when you see them guys in the group, make sure you encourage them to really plug in. This is Iffy here. I'm so proud of Iffy. She's just a soldier. Iffy Genevieve, she posted in the group. She's enrolled some new people. Celia Guzman in San Francisco. Way to go, Celia. And let's go back up to that second listing there. Fatima Barajas posted 5 people in the group there. So I love that momentum that's growing. Doris, I don't know what you're feeding these guys, but man.
And that's because she didn't get to finish. And I have 3, and she has 4 that we need to put in the system. We just ran out of time. Woo!
I like that, running out of time.
Running out of time.
You go. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, and by the way, everybody, I just want to say I'm actually, you know, we made it so much easier for everybody to get on Team Elite TV. There's really no excuse. And I'm testing this myself. So I've got a couple of different computers going here. I got one over here where I'm watching on the Google Hangout, and that's working fine. And I have this other one over here. My iPad is on the Team Elite website. I'm watching there too. And I got to tell you what, guys, that's rocking no problem too. So all I can say is that we've got it so that it's so easy for anybody. The more advanced people who can figure out Google Hangout, you can do that. If you want one easy click, you could go to the website and you can make that happen. So let's make sure that we're not taking excuses from our team. Anybody can get on from pretty much anywhere real easy. So let's make sure we get everybody on there. Okay, cool. Let's keep this thing going. We have some new Jades. And here we have Fatima Gomez, Little Fati, and these guys, they own a salon. They are busy. They've got a lot going on, but here they are. They're rocking it. They're being focused. So congratulations, Fatima Gomez, on achieving the Jade executive rank. I had a chance to meet Fati, and she's definitely really serious and really focused on achieving Diamond in Jeunesse. So way to go, Fati. Also, right here in Houston, on Rosette's team, we have a brand new Pearl. We have Raquel Gerardo. And Raquel, man, I tell you what, Raquel, we talk about, how we talk about some people are going to quit, some people are going to incubate, some people are going to build. Mm-hmm. And I remember when Raquel got started, she had to incubate. She had some things going on in her life. She knew she wanted to lock in her spot. She wanted to get in the game, but she couldn't start going right away. But, man, once she started going, she went going. Because all I know is last week she went Jade, and this week she went Pearl. So, way to go.
Way to go.
Way to go. That's a great reflection on you, Rosette, as a good coach, too. So, good stuff. Congratulations. All right. Let's see, what do we have here? Okay. I really wanted to recognize all of you who are on here with me today and some of our other regulars. I posted this in the group. I wanted to make sure that everybody saw it. For those of you who don't know who Diddy is, he is he's almost a billionaire in the entertainment industry. Started out a rapper, but now he owns all sorts of clothing lines. He has a vodka. He's got all sorts of businesses. And he said, when building a team, you focus on the people who go hard for the team without you asking them to, not the ones who are sitting around waiting on you. And we've got some people just like that, so I want to thank Sapphire, Marsha Terry, Pearl, Rosette, Pacetes, Pearl, Jamie Lee St. John, Pearl, Natividad Sosa, Jade, Kimberly Davis, Pearl, Lupita Ramirez, Jade, Doris Lopez, and Pearl, Nick Malcolm, because these guys serve the team. These guys have been doing the sizzle calls. They've taken over making the schedule from week to week. They get on the call, the Team Elite TV live each week. I mean, they're making the same sacrifice that I'm making each week. I'll tell you the truth, I literally just got off a plane just a few hours ago, had lunch with my family, and here I am, Team Elite TV. And it just amazes me the little excuses that people make that allow them to not be on Team Elite TV or to not do things to drive their business. But you guys are special. You're doing the whole thing. You lead by example. You keep the energy up. So many people are consumers of the system. You guys are contributors. And so I just wanted to say I appreciate you. The team appreciates you. And keep going, because there's a spot for you with your name on it at the top. Okay? So keep rocking, you guys. You're so fantastic. And that's these guys that are on the line with me here today, and a couple of others as well. We've got some highlights here. So for April and for May in the direct selling momentum ranks, Jeunesse was number 1. I don't know if this is the June or the July rank, but guess what? We are number 1 again. So
yes.
If you were not sure if you were in the right company, hey guys, you're in the right company. Kim posted this article in 2013, but it's definitely good stuff from the Aesthetics Practitioners Journal, Autumn, Volume 16, 2013. Nice stuff here. Advanced Stem Cell Derived Skincare with Growth Factors, and it's an article about Luminesce. So if you weren't sure if this was the real deal, if you thought it was some hocus pocus, some joy juice and silver bottles, get your mind right, because it's the real deal. Jamie, I know you like that. My job is to entertain Jamie. All right, here we go. These guys listened to my interview last week. They wanted you all who are watching this to really make sure you listen to this, and you guys can jump in here and tell everybody why they should. But a good friend of mine, Socrates, he started his own kind of a success blog, and he interviewed me on episode 1, and we had a great time, and folks are telling me they got a lot out of it. So here's the link. If you can do a screenshot or if you can write this down, you definitely should go and listen to it. I'll let you guys tell them why they should listen to it.
T, I'll go ahead and go first.
Go
It's
for
the
it.
best interview I've ever heard from someone in your caliber. I mean, it's not just nuggets, but words of wisdom. And I got a lot out of it. And I just didn't listen to it once. I actually listened to it numerous times. I don't know how many times I've listened to it because I was taking down notes as I was listening to it. So you gotta listen to it, folks. It's a must.
Absolutely, Rosette. When I heard it the first time, I mean, I've heard T.Gray's story a couple of times, but every time I hear him speak, it feels like I'm hearing the story for the first time. And it always comes from a place of, just being so humble and coming from some humble beginnings. And to be so successful in this industry is an encouragement for all of us that it's not for the elite, or it's not for those who have their degrees or anything. It's for every and anybody who are able to just adapt to the system and use a system that we have in place to work for them. That was an amazing interview for me.
Awesome, awesome. So I just want to encourage everybody, hey, you guys, definitely listen to this interview. It was fun to do, and it was funny, guys, because after I did it, I didn't even...
We lost your T.
I think we did.
We lost him. We're probably going to dial in. Guys, sorry, technical difficulty. Live. We are live. Anyway, what T.Gray was saying was it was a fun interview, and yet it actually brought a lot to the table as far as the industry. T is a professional. I mean, he's been doing this for over 20 years, so how could you not just have fun and really share a lot of words of wisdom? So hang on, guys. I'm sure he's trying to get back on. Hang on, everyone.
True.
So
I guess we can talk until he gets back. Because when I watched that interview, it was so encouraging for me as somebody who just started the industry, and to know that T.Gray has been in for 20 years. I mean, the experience and the challenges that he would have had to go through, we are able now to tap into that and to use his experience to propel us further and faster. So it really pays for us to just be good students, take the lessons, do what is needed to get the job done. So, I mean, it was powerful.
I agree with you, Kim. What you said just now was very important because we have such amazing leaders who have gone through all the trial and error, and to have someone with that experience, as a friend, as a mentor, as you said, it's going to really propel us in this industry because we don't have to go through that 10, 15 years of failing and trying to figure out what works, what doesn't work. We are working with someone who is showing us immediately what is working. So it's really, that's a real privilege. He's back!
Like Arnold Schwarzenegger said, I'm back. He actually said, I'll be back. All right, so where did you guys lose me?
You said you were having fun.
Okay, on that interview. Yeah, so that interview was a lot of fun. We, it was definitely a lot of fun. So I just want to encourage everybody to listen to that. You can listen to it on my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/TGrayWins, or you can use this link that's on the bottom of the page here, and it will take you directly to the episode. Okay. I'm starting a new project, and it has nothing to do with Jeunesse. It's just about success, and I want to invite you guys to be a part of it with me. It's called the $1 Million Morning. How do you? By the way, do you guys like the way that sounds?
Yep.
Yeah.
$1 Million Morning. And you know, I'm personally committed to my own personal development and growth, and I want everybody to write this down. Your income growth cannot exceed your personal growth, and so, you know, I've just been trying to grow as a person, to develop. I got a lot going on that I'm trying to keep up with, and I'm just really learning to appreciate the value of the morning and the way that successful people use the morning for things like meditation, visualization, for planning, for exercise, for getting the right fuel in their bodies. And so I'm launching this new community called the $1 Million Morning, and I want you guys to follow it on Facebook. And I'm realizing a lot of folks still don't know how to operate Facebook. Go to the page, and on the page is a button you click to like the page, and then click the thing to get the notifications, so that you know, so that whenever we post something in there. Now, this is going to be a two-way thing. We're going to start a 28-day challenge. It's going to be the MDM28, hashtag MDM28. And what it is the $1 Million Morning 28-day challenge. 28 days of getting up at, you know, whether it's 5:30 or 6 o'clock, it's up to you, and actually starting and implementing this routine, this success routine. And you got to identify why you want to do it. And at the end, we're gonna be looking for some testimonials. Hey, I did it for 28 days, and here's what happened. You know, I felt like I was more productive. Some new opportunities came into my life, or I lost weight, whatever it is. You know, so this is going to be really, really good. And you can see there, it's on Facebook, it's on Twitter, it's on Instagram, it's even on YouTube and Google+. And there's a website, www.themilliondollarmorning.com, where the blog itself will be located. So I just encourage you guys to do a couple of things. Number one, like it, follow on all the different media, and share it. Share it aggressively. Just blast it out there, because this is for anybody. It doesn't matter what company they're in, or if they're even in a company. This is going to be helpful to absolutely everybody. Okay, good. Let's talk about events for a second. We know how Team Elite, we are an event-driven team. Again, a reminder that yesterday was canceled, the Super Saturday in Houston, in favor of the Super Saturday that will be part of Houston, the 80/20/365 event in Houston, with our Diamond Director, Adam Vincent Gilmer, and myself here in Houston. I really hope that you guys are going to be here August 28th through 30. It will be a game changer. It will be a life changer for you in every aspect of your life. This is not hype. You know, if you really want to get better results out of life, you just can't miss this event. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. We can't do it for you. We can't bring it to your house. It's in Houston, so come to Houston. You will not regret it. $99 admission fee. We only have room for 100 people. Make sure you're one of them, or frankly, I just don't know what to tell you. Okay, guys? We've got September 11th through 13th coming up in Singapore, the Expo Unite. And I don't know if you guys saw this post in Facebook. Did y'all see this?
I sure did.
Anybody want a benzo?
Yes, I do.
So Jeunesse is giving away $250,000 in prizes at Expo Unite, including a 2015 Mercedes-Benz E-Class sedan. Listen, guys, you got to be there. You got to be in it to win it. There's some things you can do between August 1st and August 31st to increase your chances of winning. In the meantime, so many people have qualified for tickets, including Rosette, Doris, Griselda, Marsha and Dr. Terry, Jamie and Russell, and myself. Those are just the ones who posted it. If you've qualified for tickets, go ahead and post them up so we can celebrate you, and everybody else can be encouraged. We have the Convention of the Americas in November, so we have some big events coming up, and I just want to encourage you to check your event philosophy, because that's how you're going to win. Shoot for Sapphire is still going on in North America through the end of this month. So if you are in the United States or other parts of North America, you can still qualify for $6,000 bonus, free airline ticket to Singapore Expo 6 from our Diamond Director, Adam Vincent Gilmer. And you got to achieve Sapphire. There's some qualifying volume, and those details are on Team Elite TV number 15. Okay, you can watch that at teamelitesuccess.com. And just announced for August and September, Shoot for Sapphire is back for Africa. So Team Elite Nigeria, Uganda, Kenya, hey you guys, make sure you take advantage of this, Shoot for Sapphire, and get the extra money off the table. All right, well that covers all of our announcements. Now it's time for us to go ahead and jump into our training. This is going to be some good stuff, and you know, I worked on this on the plane coming home, so I've got content. I don't have all the fancy pictures today, so definitely you guys just want to pay attention. But this is a really big topic, and I just got to kind of give a hats off to Pearl, Jamie Lee St. John. I asked the leaders, you know, how do we need to encourage the team this week, and this is the feedback that I got, these two topics, and I figured we could run them together. So let's go ahead and jump in, staying motivated and never running out of prospects. Let's start with staying motivated. And before I get into this topic, let me ask you guys a question. You leaders who are on the line here, if you can be honest with the people who are listening today, do you ever have motivation challenges?
Yes, absolutely. All the time.
Yep.
Yeah.
All the time.
What's that like? What is that like?
Horrible.
Yeah, it's let me see. It really is just one of those days where it happens to me all the time, but you know, if your reason for doing this is big enough, you can always bounce back really quickly, you know, and those days look like days that are just downright unproductive. You know, sometimes you feel down, you feel like out of focus, you know, those sorts of things, you know, is what I experience when I'm having one of my off days, if you want to call it like that. But I try to do things like maybe go, you know, do a workout, maybe go to the beach, maybe listen to something motivational, clear my head, and that usually helps me to bounce back. You know, so hey, we all suffer from that thing. We just gotta bounce back.
And you know, I suffer from it too, guys. I mean, I don't always feel like doing it, and you know, that's why we have to get to a place where, you know, we don't let our feelings determine our activity. You know, and so that's really important. So let's go ahead and jump into this topic because I want to really talk about this. You know, I've been at this, guys, for a little bit over 20 years now. And that's a long time to stay motivated. So let me share with you some things about how to stay motivated. Okay. First of all, you know, what are the basics of motivation? The definition of motivation is it's the reason or the reasons that one has. Say again.
Put up a slide.
You can't see it?
No.
Yeah, we can see it.
I can see it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not.
You have
So
to click
motivation is the reason or the reasons that a person has for acting or behaving in a particular way. It's the general desire or the willingness of somebody to do something. So this is really important because the most powerful motivation is going to come from within. It's going to be self-motivation. And so I want to encourage you guys, you know, we're going to have to learn how to motivate and encourage and drive ourselves, okay? So what is the first way to do this? What is the first way to stay motivated? Well, you have to have a strong why. You know, when I sat and I reflected on this, and you know, I love plane rides for this because it's, you know, it's uninterrupted time. The phone's not ringing. You know, even though you can do internet on the phone, it's, you know, typically not a whole lot of conversation. And so it gave me a lot of time to just really step back and think. And I think about over the years, different people that have failed. And they've been good people. They've been sharp people, people who could succeed. but they failed. And one of the things that I see that failures do is they only pay lip service to this step. You know, we always talk about this. Write down your why. Identify your why. If your why doesn't make you cry, it's not your why. And the people who turn out to be failures, they don't really take this why thing seriously. So I want to encourage you to take it seriously and to really dig down deep and identify your strong why, okay? Now, let me give you a success tip. It's not the things. It's really not the house, the cars, the clothes, the bags, the shoes, or even the money, right? You know, and I'm not saying that those are bad things, but it's not the things. You got to go one step further. The way you do it is you got to ask yourself, well, why do I want that house?
Yep.
Why do I want those shoes? Why do I want that watch? Okay? And when you do that, if you keep asking, you keep pushing yourself one more layer, what you'll find is that it's not the things, it's what they mean to you. And it's how they make you feel. So what we're really after is we're after a feeling. And once you identify that, you can let that drive you all the way. Okay? And this feeling is different than the feeling of whether you feel like doing something or don't feel like doing something. This is a different degree of feeling. Okay? It's like when you when you got a promotion at your job, or when you got some sort of recognition, or when you got a bonus, and if you could freeze frame that moment and identify how you were feeling, that was the thing.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, Nick?
Yeah.
It's the
You
feeling.
have to
It's like,
see
okay, you know what it
and
is,
feel.
Nick? It's how you felt
Yeah.
when you went pearl.
See it and feel it and hear it.
Right. Yeah, it's like when you went pearl, there was a feeling.
Oh my God.
That's what it's about. It's not about the word pearl. It's not even about the position. It's about how it made you feel, right? And so, like, for example, Doris, you always talk about diamond, diamond, diamond. It's not about the word diamond or even the title diamond. It's about how diamond is going to make you feel and what diamond means for you and for your family.
Right.
That's what it's really about.
My kids.
Yeah. I mean, diamond could be called paper. If it meant the same qualifications and the same money, it's going to give you the same feeling. So it's not the word, it's the feeling.
Right.
It's what it means in your life, right? So, for example, for those of you who say, well, I want to retire early, I want to get out of my job, I want to stop working for other people, that's not enough to drive you. You got to go beyond that and say, well, when you can retire, on that day that you get to walk away and not come back, how will you be feeling? And that feeling is your why. For those of you who say, I want my dream house, I want to live a certain way, the house is this big, it's got this many rooms, it's got swimming pool and fireplaces and all that stuff. It's not the house. It's when you close on that house and they give you the keys and you're standing in that house for the first time as the owner. What does that mean to you? Why does it mean that? And how will it make you feel? See, if you can identify that, you'll stay motivated. Connect with the feelings, and it's going to be easier to stay motivated. Is that making sense, guys?
Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
All right,
Yeah.
awesome. Have you ever thought about it that way, really?
Absolutely.
Okay, good. Now, the next thing is you got to, once you've identified your why, you have to stay focused on it. Okay? Yeah. And I really thought about this, right? I just, failures they fall victim to something that I made this up today. I'm calling it dream drift. Because you don't give up all at once, you don't quit all at once, you don't fade all at once. You just kind of drift. Like I was looking for somebody the other day and I realized they're gone. And they didn't go all at once, they just
Slowly.
drifted, right? And so it's kind of like this. Imagine you have a boat and you're at the dock, right? But you're so busy on the boat with your friends or whatever, just doing stuff, that you neglect to tie the boat to the dock. And so while you're on the boat doing all the stuff that you're doing, the current, little by little, is taking you out to sea. You don't even feel it happening. The rocking of the water, it dulls your senses. It just becomes what's going on. You don't even notice it. It's happening a little bit at a time, and before you know it, you're all the way out to sea. You can't even see the shore. And it's kind of like it just happened. As a matter of fact, it happened so slowly that it almost seems like it's normal. Right? And that's what happens to people who fail or who give up or who quit, lose their motivation. They get dream drift. You see, they get in the boat, the lifeboat, when they join the company and Team Elite. Right? That's when they got in the boat.
That's right.
And they take the why exercise seriously. Maybe they don't. But either way, they're not visiting that why. They're not visualizing it. They're not meditating on it every day. And so what's happening is life consumes them. And it just, the rocking of life, it dulls their senses. They missing calls. They have, they look up one day, they haven't seen Team Elite TV in a month, in 2 months. It was really sad for me. I talked to a friend who's been in the business for a while. They don't even know how to sign somebody up. It's just life. Life will just eat you alive. It'll just eat up all your time and your bandwidth. And next thing you know, you're out of the game before you even got in it. You're just going to work every day. Yep. Just taking your kids to their stuff. Just watching your TV shows and stuff with your friends and stuff with your family. And so, guys, I'm here to tell you this, and I hate to break it to you, but here's some reality. In your life, for the very rest of your life, whether you are rich or whether you are poor, whether you are free or whether you continue to be in bondage, here's what you can expect. Someone is always going to be getting sick.
Right. Right.
Somebody is always going to be having a barbecue.
Yep.
Somebody's always going to be having a graduation, going to a new school, getting a new job, getting fired from their old job, having a baby, visiting you, having a birthday, dying even. That's a fact of life. Moving, and having life issues, relationship challenges, whatever. That's called life. And if you need that to go away, if you need all of that to stop in order for you to be successful, you will never, ever, ever be successful, because it ain't going to stop. It ain't going to go away.
That's right.
It's going to keep happening. So you've got to get to the place where you are determined that you're going to succeed in spite of life. That you don't need life to slow down or stop for you to succeed. It's kind of like, anybody here as a kid ever jump or see somebody jump double dutch? You know double dutch, like doing the rope like that, right? You guys seen that before? Right? And they got the rope going like that, and the rope is just going, and then the person is trying to get in, and they're like, right?
Yes.
And
They gotta jump in.
the rope never slows down. They just keep going, and you're like, right? And if you take too long, what do they say? Jump in already.
Get in.
Jump in already, because it's not going to stop for you to jump in. You got to be able to jump in while the ropes are going. Because if you got to wait for the ropes to stop, you don't get to double dutch.
That's right.
Right.
And that's how it is with success. You can't be waiting for the ropes to stop. You can't be waiting for life to slow down and give you a better time. I'm saddened because I have friends who have been literally giving me the same excuses over the past 5 years now. And every month, it's something different. I'm moving. I started a new job. My kids got to go to school. This, that, the other thing, the other. And now the excuses are repeating. I had one person tell me they couldn't do it because their kid was going to school, but you know what? They've had multiple kids go to school over the last few years. The excuses are repeating. That's a fact of life. Kids are going to go to school. That's what they do. You got to be able to succeed anyway. You can't, if you're waiting for that stuff to stop, you will never, ever succeed. You will die with your dream on the inside.
Right. True.
So you have to elevate your why. You got to get really down deep into what it means to you. It can't be surface. It's got to get roots. What does it mean to your family? Like, it's got to become so important. You got to ask, what if I fail to achieve this, what does this mean for me? What does it mean for my family? And you got to identify why your why is worth some sacrifice. Now, once you've done this, and this you can see this is a serious exercise. You got to kind of sit down for a second. You got to get quiet. You got to really figure out what it is and search out the feelings. And then what you do is you got to write it down, and you have to post it where you can see it all the time. I like the bathroom mirror. I like the refrigerator. I like putting it right in the middle of the TV screen. Yep. Because then to watch TV, you got to move it.
Right.
And this is where $1 Million Morning is going to come in. Every day, you got to take time to meditate and reflect on it and visualize it. You got to see it. And guys, I've been listening to something, man. It's just really powerful because it's really helping to appreciate that when you actually take that time each day, you are literally summoning that into your life. Because have you ever? Let me ask you guys a question. Because some people are going to think, okay, T.Gray is getting weird now. Let me ask you guys a question. You guys will be a representative sample. Have you ever been thinking of somebody, and then in that very moment they called you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Law of attraction. Yep.
Right? It's even more powerful than the law of attraction. It's the law of energy and vibrations, right? When you were thinking about that person, you were putting that out there. And that person probably doesn't even know why they called you in that instant. And you said, I was just thinking about you. Right? And it works that way with success too. When you really learn how to use this, and you can now start to put out there strong vibrations and whatever for your dreams and what you want, and that's why. And I'm not going to get too deep into this. We'll talk about this in other venues, maybe $1 Million Morning. But when you are not as specific, but when you get focused on the feelings, then you leave room for it to come to you whatever way it's supposed to come to you. You get that, Doris?
Sure.
Yes.
Right? So, for example, it's not necessarily that specific house that you cut out of the magazine. It's the feeling that being in your dream house is going to give you. And you don't really even know where your dream house is. You may not have even seen it yet. But if you could focus on that feeling, call that feeling to your life, it's going to come with the house.
Yeah.
You guys get where I'm going with this?
Yes.
So this is how you stay motivated, you know, but you can't let your daily life just totally distract you. You got to take time to make this a priority and connect with it every day, you know, so that you don't have dream drift. Okay? And now this becomes a guiding force in your decision making. It'll help you determine which events you're going to go to, which events you're not. You're going to find that you're still going to get life done. Right? Those of you who, you guys know me for a while, I live a great life. Look at my Facebook, guys. Go through. I do a lot of stuff. And I still have time to succeed. I just don't do everything. I miss a lot of things. But I'm at a lot of things. You just can't be at everything. And you know what I found? My family, most of my friends and family are okay with that. Yours will be too. And you'll find that when you're focused on your why and you're letting those feelings guide you, you will make consistent progress toward your goals, and that feels great.
Right.
Now, you got to protect and feed your motivation. You got to protect it. And the way you protect it is you got to put up a wall against negativity. You can't allow negativity into your world.
Mm-hmm.
You got to watch out for it, though. It's kind of like a virus. Like, I walk into a room and someone's watching the news, and you're in the room and you're not watching the news, but it's just on in the background, and after about 20 minutes, you realize that you just learned about 12 murders.
Yep.
Subconscious, subliminal messages.
Exactly. You got to watch out for your friends. They want to gossip and stuff, tear people down. Your family, and the worst one of all is your own thinking.
Right.
That's the worst one.
For ourselves. So, one of my business partners and I watched this Brad Pitt movie. It was the second time I saw it. It's called World War Z. Have you guys seen that?
No.
It's a pretty cool movie, right? It's very definitely will keep your blood pressure up from beginning to end. But the movie is about a worldwide plague of zombies, right? And this one country did a superior job of protecting itself, while in the rest, all over the world, there's a zombie epidemic breaking out, and it's horrifying and it's scary and it's spreading like a virus. This one country, they protected themselves by putting up a wall. And they built the wall up so high the zombies couldn't get in there, right? And they became a place that people came seeking refuge. But then there was a careless, innocent mistake. I'm not going to tell you because I know you guys are going to want to go watch this movie. But there was a careless, innocent mistake that caused the zombies to be able to breach the wall. And literally, it was over just like that. So I want to encourage you guys that when you put up your wall, you got to be vigilant, even militant about protecting that wall. People might think you're crazy. Okay? But it's all right. How do you feed your motivation? Well, you feed your motivation through positive association with like-minded people. That's why we keep inviting you to events. Some of you guys don't come when we invite you, and then you wonder why your business doesn't work or why you don't feel like it.
Right.
We invite you to come out. Just because you don't have a guest doesn't mean you shouldn't come out. You want to come and be around people who have the same goals as you.
Right.
J parties, business opportunity meetings, trainings, these conventions, they're all so you can associate with people who have a similar mindset, and that's going to help you feed your motivation. Team Elite is a great place to feed your motivation. We've done a lot of things to make it so that you can feed it. You know, our Facebook page, right? Some of you guys, I don't do Facebook. I'm going to tell you right now, your I don't do's, won't do's, can't do's, they're going to keep you from succeeding. They stand between you and the bank.
Create a page for them.
Right? So we have a page for you. And it has a wall around it. So even if you don't do Facebook because you don't want to get involved with negative people or people from the past, you can have a Facebook account where you don't friend anybody, but you just get in this group.
That's right.
And it's the only place you go on Facebook. I'll tell you right now, for the most part, up until launching $1 Million Morning, the Team Elite Facebook group is where I would spend maybe about 90% of my Facebook time.
Yeah.
All right. And then we have Team Elite TV. This is us getting together every Sunday night. And I love the folks that think, oh, wow, it was too long. It's too long. So you're with us for an hour, maybe an hour and a half if we go long. But there's 200. How many hours are there in a week? I forget now. Real quick. Hold on. Calculator time. 24 times 7. There's 168 hours in a week. And if you're complaining about spending 1 to 1.5 of those hours with us getting a booster shot, it's a clue. Right? Our text group, our WhatsApp groups. And you guys see that last one there? Make sure you replenish what you eat.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean by that, right?
Yep.
Because there's some folks that are kind of like locusts, you know, they'll just come in and suck up all that positive energy, but they don't like anything. They don't comment on anything. They don't post. Contribute to the energy of the group. Replenish what you eat. Okay? And then also do like Jamie said, motivational materials, videos, audiobooks, books and magazines, all that kind of good stuff that will help you to stay positive. Okay, so and keep your motivation up. So I want to stop there for a second. I want to come back to you guys and just kind of get a little feedback from you, and see what you guys think about those suggestions on how to stay motivated.
You sure did hit it right on spot, T. Staying focused is not easy, but by making sure that you're surrounded with positive people, that's what I tell everyone. I mean, there are people falling out. Why? Because they don't get themselves plugged in the system. This is not something that anyone had to reinvent anymore. The leadership that Team Elite provides is top-notch. So if you will take advantage of it, you for sure will see some progress, like what you said. And I'm very, very crucial when it comes to being negative people. I just shut it off automatically. I mean, if I hear someone talking about people, I just stay away from it. Why? Because when people talk about people, I mean, they're not up for any success. They just want to gossip. So I surround myself with positive people, and at the same time, I make my university, my car, like a rolling university, because I don't listen to news. I don't. Sorry, getting my thing here plugged in. I don't listen to the news. I call CNN constant negative news. Why would I? I don't need to know what's going on around the world. Although I try to make sure I get myself abreast of what's going on in the world so I can talk about things, but why would I entertain negative news?
Hey, Rosette, you know what? Here's the reality with regard to the news, and it's been proven true over and over again. I heard Tony Robbins say this maybe about 15, 17 years ago, and it stuck with me forever. He said, don't watch the news. It's negative. It pulls you down. It's like, you know, it's cancerous. If there's anything major happening in the world, one of your friends or family members will tell you about it within 5 to 15 minutes.
Correct. That's right.
Yes. Yes.
You know, I live here in Houston, and when it rains, floods, and I will be kind of insulated, busy doing stuff, or maybe I won't even excuse me, I won't even be in Houston. And I'll get a phone call from my mom or my sisters or a text message saying, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Am I okay? What do you mean, am I okay? I'm fine." They go, "Oh, we heard there's flooding in Houston." So that's how I know there's flooding in Houston, because somebody who lives in New Jersey is letting me know there's flooding in Houston. So why do I need to watch the news?
Exactly.
You see what I'm getting at, guys?
Yeah, absolutely.
And Rosette, I like the way you said that, because it's not about being, not being informed of what's going on in the world, but there are people who literally, you get up in the morning, you turn on the news, you come home at night, before you go to bed, you turn on the news, and the news is the same thing. It's MDK all day long. MDK, guess you guys know what MDK is? It's murder, death, kill all day long, right? Murder, death, kill. And then you wonder why you're angry and irritable and depressed. So Rosette, I appreciate that. And then the other thing she said was about the rolling university. If you're trying to find when you're going to do this, you can do it during your exercise time. You can certainly do it during your commute time. All right, let's take one more before we jump into this other topic. The next topic will be very quick.
One more what?
One more night? No, not that. One more leader.
Okay, so I want to say something. I have this little thing. I read couple of things. I have a T-shirt that I'm wearing because, I have a lot of kids, and my T-shirt says, "Ain't nobody got time for that." So, ain't nobody got time for that, right? And I have mirrors all over my house, so when I'm not feeling all too great, I'm going to be wearing this T-shirt, especially when I go to the gym and I don't want to work out. So, I wear this, and then my team knows that they'll call me and they'll be like down and they're completely not motivated and they're fed up or whatever because 2 people told them no, or a lady told them they were showing up to the presentation and nobody showed up. So a while back I posted a picture about, I believe he was the most successful guy in Amway. I'm not sure what his name is, but he said that he presented to 1,200 people. And out of those 1,200, 300 said yes, 80 somewhat did the business, 35 took it seriously, and 11 made him a millionaire. So when they're whining, because I always tell them, my kids are at home, you guys are my business partners, so you can talk about what's discouraging you, and then we're going to move forward. But if you want to whine, then you got to go to my house, and I got to treat you like a baby. And, I'm pretty forward. I love my guys and my girls. And if you look at my team, most of them are 6-figure people. But they still like to whine. So I ain't got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Listen, and if you have not sat down and done 1,200 presentations and gotten 900 no's, ain't nobody got time for that. I don't want to hear it.
Hashtag ANGT.
Get over it.
Awesome. Hey, I love it. And I tell you what, guys, you know what? You guys are making me think. This was really a good topic. I mean, Jamie, again, thank you so much for sourcing this one for us. And doing the topic justice required us to put a little time into it. So why don't we do this? I don't want to shortchange people on how to never run out of prospects, because that's a real training too.
True.
So I'm thinking about leaving that for next week. What do you guys think?
Yes.
Absolutely. Leave it for next week.
Most definitely.
All right. So let's leave that for next week, so that'll be its own training. How to never run out of prospects. I think how to stay motivated was really important for today, so we'll leave that as today's training topic. And since we are not going to go into that other topic, why don't we, and if anybody else wants to share anything about the motivation topic, let's go ahead and do that.
Okay, I want to share something. I think that this is an amazing topic. It's a very powerful topic, and I have learned in the few years being in the industry, this is a very emotional business, and a lot of what we do and a lot of the reason why people succeed, it's all really in the mind. because it's very emotional, and if you can't really control what's happening here, then you can really lose. You can really miss out on the potential that the industry has, and it really is a process that you have to go through. You really have to go through a lot to develop and to get yourself to the point where you can be in control of your thoughts, of your actions, the way you feel and so forth. And I just want to say that back to what we trained on tonight, you have to have a big why. You have to know why you're doing it. If you see the opportunity if someone sees opportunity as a yes, you have to wonder, do you really have a reason to be in Jeunesse, or are you just jumping in for the hype? Because people who jump in for the hype, they have a problem succeeding because they don't have the why when they start to encounter the challenges, be it the no's, be it the objections they get from people, be it the emotional challenges, the down days, they're going to quit. So if you're feeling like, you joined the business 6 weeks ago and you're feeling like you want to quit, then you need to just stop and reevaluate yourself. You need to reevaluate why did you sign up for Jeunesse, and you need to go again. Because if you don't really know why you're doing this, then everything will defeat you. Everything will defeat you.
Wow, Jamie, that is that's really strong there. That's big stuff. Thank you very much for your commentary.
Yeah, that's so true. Taking up on what Jamie said, there are times when we take things personally, and what Jamie was saying basically diverted to this, where sometimes things don't happen the way we want it to go, and things like, for example, the recruiting process, we're not getting enough person recruiting. Sometimes we get discouraged, but not all the time you would have things going your way. And the main thing is, don't take it personally. Once you take it personally, then that affects your business and you fail miserably. What you need to do is evaluate yourself, and you need to set higher standard for yourself and do the things that 97% of people are unwilling to do. And this is a way that it creates that 97% to see the never experience that you have. And the best thing is for them to basically to take action. There are cases where people will see what is happening, and because they see that things are going well, that's the time they take action, and that's where they want to invest more money and go to different group activities along with the different events in order to enhance their business. Thank you.
Good stuff. Yeah, you guys are deep, man. You guys are really deep. I'm getting some messages here from one of our sapphires, Dr. Onawateri, and Jamie. He wanted you to know that was he thought what you said was very well said, and he thinks this is a very good topic for us to cover today. And he's also in harmony with us saving the never running out for context to next week. So thank you, Dr. Terry, for your commentary. Also, we got a note from Sean Wallace, Professor Sean Wallace in Jamaica. His comment was, there will never be a perfect time to be successful. You have to be extraordinary to do extraordinary things. So, amen, Professor Wallace. We appreciate your commentary. And we want everybody to know that you can communicate with us during the training, too. We appreciate you guys. Anybody else have anything to share? Kim, I think that leaves you.
Kimber.
You still there? She might be frozen.
She looks frozen.
But she's frozen on a good pose, though. That's like perfect. I hope that if my picture freezes, it doesn't freeze on me doing something crazy over here. All right, we're good. Kim, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, cool. There you go. We're waiting for you.
Okay, good. Well, for me, I sat up all day today. I was in bed, and I was just listening to different audios. YouTube is an amazing place for audios and personal development. And, we are allowed as human beings to get depressed and to feel disappointed and dejected, especially in network marketing, because You know, we get so many rejections, and boys, there are days, there are good days and there are bad days. But I learned today about the 5-minute rule. And what it basically says is, yes, you're allowed to feel this way, you're allowed to cry, you're allowed to scream, you're allowed to do anything you want to do, but after 5 minutes, you need to snap out of it. Because is it going to change? I mean, you being upset and angry and all those, is that going to change the situation? No, it's not. So what we all need to do is, yeah, take your 5 minutes to sob and move, but get out of it, snap out of it, and accept what has happened and do things differently for you to change the future. Because that's the only way things are going to change when we change.
Right.
I'm absolutely loving the topic. I'm learning, I'm growing as we go along, and my source of strength on a Sunday evening.
That's
Amen.
right.
I love it. That 5-minute rule. 5 minutes, even though I have stretched it to as long as a day. The day has a bunch of 5-minute increments in it. How about that? It's like I saw this thing where you guys know that movie with the minions, those little yellow guys.
The minions,
And,
yep.
one of them said, "Chocolate comes from a tree. A tree is a plant. Chocolate is salad."
Oh yeah, I saw.
Well, I need to go have some salad then.
Whatever.
Amen, right? So
I need
sometimes
to
we
do that
can
right now.
twist things whatever way we want them to be. But hey, you guys did a great job. Congratulations to everybody who's been watching. This is definitely one to watch over and over again, so you can really work on keeping your motivation up. Because at the end of the day, the person who's most responsible for your motivation is you. And we gave you today the tools to keep your motivation on high so that you can last 3 to 5 years and get the result that you want. So that said, everybody, congratulations on Team Elite TV episode number 20. Number 21 will be how to never run out of contacts. So definitely make sure you guys get back here next week. Congratulations. Let's make this a big week, an even bigger week than we made it last week. Last week was crazy. Let's make this week insane as we now start to gear up to go into what's called the fall harvest. It's August. People are putting their kids go back to school, and that's when everybody gets focused again on doing business. So you got to be in it to win it, guys. It's time for us to get focused, laser focused, and get on our game. All right, you guys, God bless you. Take care, and let's rock and roll. I'll see you on the Facebook page.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Take care.